you could be a drag queen superhero.
You won't believe what's happening in our public schools and libraries.
Whatever happened to puppet shows and craft day?
The doors are being opened for drag queens.
Just to give them something extra to look forward to. The makeup, the glitter, they all were happy about it and excited.
Hear from both sides of the controversy.
We have become so open-minded that our brains are falling out.
Plus, New York Times bestseller Leake shares how her family went 100 days without eating a single ounce of processed food. All on today's 700 Club Interactive. Hi, and welcome to the show. It's a new trend in libraries and schools across the country. It's called Drag Queen Story Hour. It features men dressed as women reading books to children.
Well, while some parents are outraged at this practice, library officials at a recent event in Virginia told CBN's Charlene Aaron it fits their city's vision of inclusion and diversity. Take a look.
This public library here in Virginia Beach, Virginia, recently hosted an event called Drag Queen Story Hour, and we witnessed parents taking their children as young as 2 inside to take part. Drag Queen Story Hour is advertised as an event that captures the imagination and play of childhood and gives kids glamorous, positive, and diverse role models. It is all part of a national initiative with more than 20 chapters across the country. Last summer, the Boston Public Library allowed drag queens dressed as Catholic nuns, called the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, to read to kids. Princeton professor Robert P. George told CBN News it's dangerous to use the state to promote ideas that defy normal ideas about gender.
Well, it's a message about power. The group in question, the so-called Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, is sending a message that they have the power to enter into the public domain, a publicly funded institution, I believe, not a private one, and to essentially hold a catechism class for this new religion that they've created, a religion of hedonism, of self-indulgence. Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence say a religion of licentiousness.
At another, a man dressed in drag encouraged a young child to become a drag queen.
I would like to be a superhero.
Yeah, you could be a drag queen superhero.
Elizabeth Johnston, also known as the activist mommy, calls the issue surrounding gender confusion gender insanity.
Moms and daughters transitioning to the opposite sex together. We've got guys going into girls' locker rooms and bathrooms, and drag queens are reading stories to children in public libraries, thereby normalizing this behavior of men dressing up in high heels, a wig, a bra, and copious amounts of makeup. Whatever happened to puppet shows and craft day at the library?
One Virginia parent disagrees.
I think that we should say that everybody's different and we should accept people for their differences, and that we should treat them as we would treat anybody else with just different tastes. Some people like pizza, some people don't like pizza, some people dress up like women, some people dress up like men.
More than 20 parents brought kids ages 2 to 8 to a Virginia Beach Story Hour, where Gillette Black, who is openly gay, dressed as a mermaid and read 3 books as part of an under-the-sea theme. Black wants to be a positive role model and says reading in drag makes it more fun for the kids.
Just to give them something extra to look forward to. The makeup, the glitter, it's going to keep them more in tune and more willing to listen and pay attention. They were all accepting. They all were happy about it and excited and giving me hugs and everything.
Library officials say the program highlights a need in its community.
The library has a strategic plan, and one of our big parts of our plan is inclusion and diversity. So we offer about 8,000 programs for children and adults a year, and we just wanted to make sure we cover a wide variety of interests and speak to all members of our community. So this program fell into that strategic action item.
But outraged residents argue the program will harm kids.
I think it's really unfortunate that our city isn't going to, they're here to protect and keep us safe. And I'm not sure they're doing that for all the population, especially the children. Here they're going to get exposed to something that they're really not sure about and be confused.
And it doesn't stop there. Netflix plans to debut a gay-themed superhero show featuring cross-dressers called Super Drags. The activist mommy describes today's culture movements as an embarrassing moment in our nation's history.
We have become so open-minded that our brains are falling out. Truth and reality and science really mean nothing to the left. People are fighting their true biological identity, and Hollywood and the media are trying to pressure us to celebrate this.
2 more Drag Queen Story Hour events are planned for this Virginia Beach library in August and September. Charlene Aaron, CBN News.
Wow.
Well, you heard the activist mommy say how we may be being forced to celebrate this. Of course, you don't have to celebrate it. If you're concerned, you don't have to attend. You can also let the libraries and schools know how you feel. And of course, it's a real eye-opener for parents. I have 3 children, all under the age of 12, 11, and 6. And it's been amazing to me how early in their life I've had to have discussions about sexual matters and lifestyles and things I didn't anticipate so quickly. Even news stories like this one. I mean, my son will say to me, "Hey, Dad, you know, I know about that story in the news."
Yeah, really?
And I have to be prepared to talk about it. So parents, grandparents, be ready to talk about these issues with those children you love, because if they don't get perspective from you, a godly perspective, if that's what you want to teach them about, they're going to get a different perspective from someone else.
Well, also, can I just say, there is a difference between respecting people who are different than we are and promoting an agenda that is unusual, to say the least.
The agenda's starting young, obviously.
Well, summer is slowly coming to an end, and kids across the country are getting ready to head back to school. And you know what that means? Time to get the school supplies.
It's too late if you haven't done it already.
Oh, mercy,
we went
I know.
All right, well, I didn't go. I think my wife went about 3 weeks ago. It was already all gone, practically.
It's good of you to confess that.
Yes, thank you. It's good for the soul. Well, the Holder and his family knows all about the stress that comes with that and made a back-to-school parody to a Black Eyed Peas song that's gone viral. Here's the video.
Here's my school supply list. Good luck.
What's a folder with Brads?
I don't know. Ask Brad.
Getting them out of the house? Worth it.
Yeah, school is starting in here. And the parents start running and 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 running. At this Target, no disrespect, the parking lot is so slammed I almost wrecked. It's gonna take 3 hours to fully collect everything we need to advance their intellect. Kleenex box, cause the puffs are scented. Only these wipes are approved by the district. High polymer eraser, what is it? Ticonderoga pencils are the only ones listed. Shop until we burn out, this store is run out. 4 more stops, northwest, east, south. Twisting crayons, we're pursuing a dozen glue sticks, so much gluing. School started, school started, school started. Yes, school is started. Yeah, yes, school is started in here. Yes, school is started. Yeah, yes, school is started in here. Yeah, yeah. Let's get real, the lists are a horror. Graphing calculators cost $200, but we gotta give the teachers a holler. They do everything for our kids, they're street ballers. Just look around, cause they're in here doing biz now. They're spending hundreds of dollars on our kids now. For 9 months, they can help them make the grade now. No more complaining, they deserve a dang parade now. See, I gotta go, your teachers are so groovy. Time to run around like Tom Cruise in every movie. Running, running, and running, running, and running, running, and running, running. Draw pencils, fold red pens, yellow post-its, 3 by 5, not 4 by 6.
I don't remember as a kid needing so many supplies.
Well, no, I don't think we did. But then here's the bad part. On top of all of that, you then go home and must label it all, which is such joy.
Yeah, a lot of work before school even starts.
Yes.
And speaking of back to school, college students will also be starting classes, and there's a perfect way they can start this semester off right. It's called faith-based subscription boxes.
These mail-order boxes are made especially for Christians to live, learn, and flourish in their faith while in college. The boxes are hope and love-filled care packages with items like books, mugs, scripture cards, journals, clothing, music, and lots more to encourage your student. There are numerous companies, all with their own niche, such as Faith Box, Courage Crate, which focuses on building courage, and Hope Box, which focuses on hope. That's just to name a few.
It's a nice gift idea. Everybody likes to get mail.
Everybody likes to get a surprise.
Of course.
That's kind of kind of special. I like that. I remember we used to send Hope packages, or you could even get through the school, you know, these little, you could buy a basket with M&Ms and soda and whatever else.
I had a sweet grandma who used to send me homemade cookies at college.
Really?
Isn't that nice?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
well, that's
sweet.
That background of yours, Italian.
Miss Grandma.
Yes, I'm sure. Well, we've shown you a few of the police lip sync videos that have been going viral, but we have never seen one quite like this.
Police officers from Pickens County, Georgia, they're using their video to address a very serious issue. That's domestic violence. Here's a clip.
You shot it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but how your bullets ricochet. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am Stone heart, machine gun. I am
Well, officers say over 65,000 incidences have happened in Georgia this year and are challenging their community to put an end to domestic violence. So if you or someone you know needs help, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. That number is 1-800-799-SAFE. 1-800-799-SAFE. Well, interesting way to use an opportunity for visibility to be really
something very different about
something.
that one.
Yeah,
what a message.
Kudos to them. Well, coming up, a real food challenge. Hear how one author and blogger managed to feed her entire family for 100 days with no processed food and stay on budget. New York Times bestseller Lisa Leake joins us next to share her secrets right after this. Lisa Leake took on a challenge to eliminate processed foods from her family's diet. When naysayers said it would break the bank, she set out to prove them wrong. Take a look at this.
Lisa Leake is a popular blogger, wife, and busy mom of two. 8 years ago, Lisa got a huge wake-up call when she learned the truth about processed foods. She made simple changes and started using real foods without overspending. In her cookbook, 100 Days of Real Food on a Budget, Lisa shares cost-saving tips and recipes for making tasty dishes with local, whole ingredients.
Well, joining me now is the author of 100 Days of Real Food on a Budget. It's such a great cookbook. Lisa Leake, it's great to have you with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell me, what was it that set you on a journey to try to not eat processed foods?
Well, back in 2010, I actually had a huge wake-up call where I realized a lot of what I thought was healthy and what I was feeding my family was actually highly processed. So I just felt compelled to completely overhaul our diet.
Wow. Did you, in the beginning, were you concerned about, did you think you could do it and keep the price down? Or?
Oh, I lost sleep at night wondering how I was going to do this. I mean, I really had to relearn how to food shop and cook for our family. So doing it on a budget kind of came after, you know, I figured out.
So first the unprocessed foods,
yes,
and then how do I do this and
exactly
have a reasonable budget. So what are some tips that you can give us for staying on budget?
Well, planning ahead is so important. I mean, not only does it help you save money, but it's going to help you cut out processed food as well. And I also think it's important to utilize those budget ingredients and being creative with them. So bananas, beans, watermelon, there's a lot of really budget-friendly real food ingredients out there.
Yeah, I love the fact that you've done the homework for us on that, because I don't really have time to explore those things, and so if they're kind of iffy in my own mind, I just don't ever get to them. But when someone like you comes along and says, I did this and it's tasty,
yes,
I'm willing to go there. You talk also in the book about the the nice to haves versus the good to have.
Yes.
What are some good to have things on hand?
Yes. So, well, I really think it's important to reduce the nice to have. So, you know, meat, for example, is a big ticket item, and you don't have to have that every day of the week or every meal. And if you can reduce how often you have it, that will help save money. I also think sweet treats falls in that category, and so
sadly,
I know, and so do flavored beverages. So those are 3 areas where it's really easy to reduce the cost.
Because flavored beverages are really a big deal right now, and it's really kind of flavored water.
I know, and I actually have some recipes in this book to make your own flavored beverages for little to nothing, so you can save and not buy all those canned things.
You know, some of us, and I'm one of them, I just admit, grew up with, you know, you have meat, you have a starch of some kind, you have a vegetable, a salad if you're really going great guns for the evening. Did you have to break your own thinking mold to serve a meal without meat as the main?
Absolutely. As I said, I had to relearn how to food shop and cook. So this book actually has a lot of meat-free meals that are still hearty enough where you don't feel like you're missing anything. I have a spinach lasagna dish, for example, and just being creative and coming up with those meals where you don't feel like something is missing. It took time.
Now, I know that this is a work of love, and you've been doing it for some time, but you know, a lot of people hearing what we're talking about today would say, well, I might do that, but my family wouldn't. Did you have to convince your family?
Well, I think because I was the one sort of making all the decisions and buying all the food and cooking all of it for the most part, that helped. But I also think explaining to them the why behind this, I think, you know, especially with your spouse or older kids, they want to be healthy and do the right thing. And so it's important to get them on board and not just, you know, force them along the way.
So what are some things you think your family learned from eating on a budget, eating good food on a budget?
Well, we learned so much. I think that I learned that food waste is a huge issue. I mean, all the food that you're throwing out at the end of the week, the fresh vegetables that you had good intentions and didn't eat,
you're talking to me.
That is like throwing money down the drain. And I also learned how much money you can save by growing your own herbs, for example, rather than spending, you know, $3 every time you needed a fresh herb for a recipe. You could just pick it off your own plant. And I also think, again, as we mentioned, planning ahead, I cannot emphasize that enough. That is key.
You know, I think for most women more than men, because for the most part, I know there are more and more men who cook today or prepare meals, but for the most part, it's women. And I think everybody would like to be able to help their family be a little bit healthier in what they're doing. What would you say is the biggest thing that keeps us from doing that? Is it really the cost or is it the planning?
Well, I honestly think it's making the change. I think any big change in your life, whether you're moving to a new city, starting a new job, it can feel kind of overwhelming until you really just dive in, and I do think it can eventually become your new normal once you get over that hump, and it is so worth it.
So kind of dive in, just let yourself acclimate.
Just don't overthink it. Just get started, and don't get so overwhelmed that you want to give up. Remember that any small change is better than none.
Absolutely. You know, you won't have to overthink it because Lisa's thought of it all for you. It's all in her new book, 100 Days of Real Food on a Budget. I don't know about you. I like to just read cookbooks, and this one is so awesome. Everything is done for you. Beautiful pictures, by the way. It's so nicely done. If you collect cookbooks like I do, you're going to want to add this to your collection. But if you'd like your family to eat healthy and be able to afford it, it's available in stores nationwide. Lisa, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You always bring such good wisdom. I'm going to apply it. Thank you. Andrew, over to you.
Thank you, Terry. Well, still to come, an abandoned baby girl.
When I was only 1 month old, I was left by a train station in a paper box.
But see how she was given a second chance at life and is now helping others. That's when we come back. Kenzie Walker was thrown away shortly after she was born, left for dead at a Chinese train stop. Kenzie survived, thanks to the kindness of a stranger, and she has thrived ever since.
I was born in the Hunan province of China, and when I was only 1 month old, I was left by a train station in a paper box. I was alone and nobody was with me and nobody cared. And someone found me and took me to an orphanage.
Chuck and I were married in '82, and then our son Brad was born in '84.
And a year and a half later, we lost a second son at birth. So we spent the next 16 years contemplating the idea of adoption.
We just had this feeling that our family wasn't complete.
So in 2000, we adopted our first daughter, Caitlin, and she's now 15. And then 3 years later, we just had it in our hearts that, God had a plan for another daughter in our lives. When we heard about all the baby girls in China who needed forever homes, God just said that's where you've got to be. And so we made plans, and God matched us up with Mackenzie Grace Walker.
We fell in love the moment we saw her picture. We couldn't get there soon enough.
When we were working through an agency, and we were traveling with a group of 13 other couples from the States who were all going through the same process. And then literally the second day we were in China, we got our baby girls.
When we got home from China, just walked in the door, and we had a chime clock in our kitchen. And she heard the chime, and she walked up to it and looked at it and mimicked the sound exactly on pitch. Wherever we went, she would hum along with music. It became obvious that it was just a part of who she was. She would sing as she was playing. Even when friends were over, she would plan these elaborate programs, and she would give everyone parts and then come perform for us. It was a part of her everyday world.
I honestly don't remember a time I never sang. I started singing everywhere.
Mackenzie has got an opportunity to sing really from the time she's been about 5 years old.
With this album and having a manager and getting to sing in really big places, I just kind of flashed back, and I remember when I was even 5 when I started voice lessons. I'm like, Mom, I want to be a famous singer.
The first time she walked out on that big field, and she was, 50 pounds, this tiny little girl, and my heart is pounding, it's overwhelming, and she walked out and just belted it.
This will actually be her third year to do the anthem at a Houston Astros game. She's singing such an incredible song in front of, this huge audience of, 40, 50,000 people. To hear that little voice just boom out over the loudspeakers, as a parent, you just can't help but your heart just swell.
It's really unbelievable, and I'm like, oh, I'm actually here. I'm not in a dream. This is for real.
That's a little overwhelming to a couple of parents. We're just a normal, family. To watch all those children gather around her and want their picture made, and just their smiling faces, and to watch Mackenzie, interacting with them. That's just so much fun. You can't get any better than that as a parent, observing that. Mackenzie can go out and help children and help, spread the love of Jesus throughout the world. It's not only what she wants to do and what we want for her, it's our obligation, it's our calling.
I work with a ministry called ICM, International Cooperating Ministries, and what I'm getting to do with them is help building an orphanage. I was an orphan, and now I have a family, and there are kids out there who are still an orphan and they don't have a family. I need to help them because God helped me, and through God I can help them.
This was just God's plan, that she started off in China for a reason. She was placed with us for a reason.
One of my favorite verses is Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope in the future. And that verse means so much to me because it's actually happening to me. God is with you, and He has a plan for every single one of you.
And it's so much bigger when it's God's plan.
Oh, out of the mouths of babes.
What a young lady. And to think that she was discarded at a month old and found, and what God has done in her life through a couple being obedient to what God was calling them to do, to adopt.
Yeah. They so longed to add to their family, and she so needed a family. That really was a God connection. And one of the things I love about adoption is it's such a picture of what God has done for us. We were so needy, so alone in our own distress, and then God comes along and invites us to be His, gives us His name, all of the promises that are His, and He's our good, good Father. So.
And we have talked about on this program, I've heard you state that if the church, if the body of Christ would step up in fostering or adoption, the world could be changed.
Yeah, it really could be. There, I think in America alone, there are 400 and some kids in the foster care system, and out of that 400 and some, about 150,000 are available for adoption. So wouldn't it be wonderful if all those kids could find forever families?
Yeah. It's a wonderful story. Well, we want to leave you today with this scripture from Psalm 82, verse 3. Give justice to the poor and the orphan. Uphold the rights of the oppressed and the destitute. We want to remind you, if you ever need prayer, we are here for you. Give us a call, 800-700-7000. We would love to pray for you. Until tomorrow, I'm Andrew Knox for Terry Mewson, and we will see you then. Bye-bye.